Good evening. I would like to thank one of our long-standing partners, Microsoft, for being an ongoing supporter of the College Success Foundation. Microsoft works to empower every person and every organization to achieve and to do more. They're a leader in our philanthropic community and are a gold standard for both corporate and employee volunteerism. Thank you, Microsoft, for supporting our students here at the College Success Foundation and beyond, and for being leaders in our community.
Thank you, Alfred. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Empowering Youth, College Success Foundation's largest community event of the year. My name is Lori Matsukawa, and I'll be your co-MC this evening. I first wanted to start by acknowledging that we stand on the traditional homelands of the Stillaguamish and Salish Coast people. They have lived on and stewarded these lands for thousands of years and continue to do so today. We want to recognize their forced removal and their continued fight to live on their ancestral lands. College Success Foundation is committed to uplifting the voices, experiences, and histories of the indigenous people of this land and beyond. We encourage you to join us in learning more about the First Peoples in your community and how to honor them. I'm so excited that you have joined us and to share this amazing evening with you as we all learn a bit more about the powerful work being done in our community. This year, we've decided to get cozy with our theme, bringing you a campfire and fireside conversation or two with staff, students, and supporters as we share with you the work of CSF this past year. So grab a glass of your favorite beverage and settle in as we share the next 45 minutes together. I first heard about CSF after being invited to a golf tournament by former Governor Gary Locke. It was a golf tournament to provide scholarships for foster youth. And it was just a wonderful event, but what impressed me most were the youth themselves. These were young people who didn't have much of a future, many of them, but because they were supported by CSF and scholarships specifically earmarked for foster youth, they achieved so much personal success. I have been always impressed by the focus of CSF and its many programs identifying different types of youth who all would love a college education and just need a little bit of help to get into college, stay in college, and graduate. I want to introduce my co-host and former superintendent of Tacoma Public Schools and College Success Foundation, Tacoma board member, Carla Santorno.
Thank you so much, Lori. It is great to be here celebrating with you this evening. And I'm excited we get to be on location at Chateau Ste. Michelle in Woodinville this evening. I'm not sure how we'll decide what wine to toast with at the end of the night. There are so many wonderful options. Like you, I have been involved with College Success Foundation for many years. As the superintendent of Tacoma Public Schools, I share a mission with the College Success Foundation. We are going to work to make sure that every student has an opportunity to cross that finish line of high school and be so prepared to go take that next step. And we know that they have to have a specific set of skills and knowledge to be ready to take that next step to college. And I know that some of them won't choose to go to college. They may choose the military or an apprenticeship or a trade school, and that's fine. The main thing is I just want to make sure that they have a choice when they go. So we can't do it by ourselves. It takes a village, and CSF is our village because they share the same mission we have, and they are the ones who can take and work with us to make sure our students are taken care of. What I love is their up close and personal approach. They're the ones that are mentoring and going on home visits and walking the path with our students. And you'll hear so much about that tonight, about how our students are working together. So those things are so important. I also am on the board of the College Success Foundation, and I am so grateful to be at the table and be thought partners with a group of people that are so committed and dedicated to the success of our students. Every moment that we're together, we're working on the next strategy of how we get students successfully into college. And it's delightful to be a part of that group.
Thanks, Carla. Your enthusiasm is catching, my gosh. So you're going to learn a lot tonight about CSF and hopefully have a bit of fun in the process. So speaking of fun, there is a robust online auction that's been open to bidding all week long. It's now time to get your final bids in, though, as the auction will be closing in just a few minutes. So are there any items you've had your eye on, Carla?
Well, I hope my husband is taking care of that beach house on Hood Canal, because that's my big wish. I also looked at those samba lessons, but for my son and my daughter-in-law.
I was going to say, you're pretty adventurous. I really liked all those golf packages because of the golf tournament, golf packages, yep. And I was intrigued by the organize your home item.
Oh, yeah, no, that is attractive. Yeah.
That is very good. So again, the auction closes in a few minutes, so get on there and submit your bids. So the Kraken tickets, don't forget the Kraken tickets too. And remember, all the proceeds support CSF programs. So really, it's a win-win tonight. We invite all of our attendees to join the conversation by using the hashtag EmpoweringYouth21 on your social media. We want to hear your thoughts on tonight's powerful stories. So please text, Facebook, you know the drill. If there's one thing we've learned in working with CSF and the youth in our state, it is that young people are resilient and full of hope for the future. So do your part tonight. Let's take a look at a video some of our scholars put together as they embark on their first quarter of college life. Again, bidding on the auctions will close at the conclusion of this video.
Oh, hey there! Hi, my name is Valeria Jacobo Guzman. I attend the University of Puget Sound, and my goal this semester is to study in the library for 4 hours every day. Heck yeah, chop chop! I'm Evelyn Jacobo Guzman. I go to the University of Puget Sound, and something that surprised me about college is the amount of reading I have to do for every single class.
Hi, my name's Jaden. I'm a first-year student at Washington State University. One thing I'm looking forward to this year is meeting new friends.
Oh no, I'm late for school. Hi, I'm Michaela Dustin Dance and I go to Heritage University. Go Eagles! Something that I learned about myself in college is that I do really well when I have colored notes.
I don't understand any of the things on the syllabi. Oh no.
Hey, what's up? I am Celeste, and I am going to UW Buffalo. One thing I am super excited for this year is getting to learn all of the things.
Oh, hi. Wait 1 second.
My name is Hawa, and I go by she, her pronouns. I attend UW Seattle. I'm going to tell you guys one thing I'm going to do this school year. Hey guys, I'm here at my favorite spot on campus, and one thing I'm going to do this quarter is read more books.
Hi, I'm Maya, and this year I'm going to Gonzaga University. Go Zags! This year I'm most excited about making friends and being involved with the dance club.
That was a lot of fun. I love seeing the students around our state getting to be on campus once again. Keep in mind, all students in the video spent their entire senior years learning remotely. I can only imagine the excitement they felt as they moved into their dorm rooms and stepped into a classroom on that first day of college. That is why we are all here tonight.
It sure is, Carla, and we would not be here without the support of many wonderful people and organizations who have made a commitment to supporting educational equity in Washington State. I want to first thank our high honors sponsors, Microsoft, KC Family Programs, Brettler Family Foundation. They're leading the way in providing opportunities for all students in our state to pursue their dreams, regardless of income level. I'd also like to thank our Dean's List sponsors who are listed on the screen. Thank you, Virginia Anderson, Eastern Washington University, Joe and Terry Gaffney, Frank Greer and Stephanie Solian, Giza Credit Union, Gonzaga University, Deborah and Douglas Rosen, Seattle University, San Michel Wine Estates, Washington State University, and to our additional sponsors of the event, thank you for partnering to make a lasting impact for students in our community.
Thanks to those of you who have made this event and the work of College Success Foundation possible. Make sure you stay to the end, as we have a special drawing for a $100 gift card to the Ram Restaurant and Brewery. Thank you, Ram. And as always, you must be present to win.
College Success Foundation's Seattle Program Director, Lakeisha, recently sat down with a few of her CSF advisors to get their perspective on COVID's impact on their students. We've all suffered a lot of consequences. CSF advisors have been on the front lines during the pandemic, and I'm sure they'll have some unique insights to share.
Hi, I'm Simone. I'm the CSF College Preparatory Advisor at Auburn Mountain View High School.
Hi, I'm Lisa. I'm the CSF Advisor at Kent Meridian High School.
Hi, my name is Courtney. I am a college and career coach at Meridian Middle School in Kent.
Hi, my name is Lakeisha and I'm the CSF Regional Director for the Seattle-King County region. During the pandemic, our students really had to take on kind of the extra and added responsibilities of being at home. And so you're taking care of your siblings. Sometimes you're working part-time or even full-time while you're trying to be a student. And so I think it's really hard to focus on school and to think about post-secondary planning when you're just trying to survive. So with all of these challenges that your students were faced with, how are you able to support them?
Finding different ways to keep them connected and excited and interested. Always starting off my lessons with check-ins and really give them a chance to express themselves beyond just showing up and doing their English lesson.
Yeah. I just made myself available for them and let them know that any time of the day, if it's an emergency situation or something little, call me. Shoot me a text, shoot me an email, I'm here. And that really went a long way with them.
Yeah, I think another way that we were able to support our students was with the COVID Student Support Fund, because we got a lot of requests from our students related to kind of meeting their basic needs. So a lot of our students really struggled with eviction and needed rental assistance, or they really struggled with food insecurity. And so we were connecting them to food banks around the city.
Most of the students that requested help was for rent or just paying the phone bill, utilities. So having that COVID Relief Support Fund really made a difference in taking away that pressure that they wanted to help their parents with.
I had a student who unfortunately caught COVID during the school year and needed help with medication. And so luckily enough, we had the funds to send that student to help them, take care of not only medical visits, but the medication that they needed to help recover from COVID.
Wow.
Yeah.
We had one student last year who requested COVID student support funds because their house had burned down. And we were able to get additional support from some of our donors to support that student and their family while they had to seek shelter and repair their home. So what do you all think will be the long-term effects of the pandemic if we don't address them with our students?
A lot of students changed their minds during the pandemic as far as what they wanted to do after high school, because for a lot of them, it's hard to see past your nose. It's hard to see what's ahead. And so for many of them, it's like, well, if this is how life is gonna be, why should I go to college anyways?
I agree. There's so much students who are trying to do credit recovery and just come back academically. And it's overwhelming for the schools, for the teachers, as much as it is for the students.
I feel like one of the goals of CSF is to really address some of those systemic barriers for low-income students. They need to know that they can go to college if that's what they choose to do, that that's attainable. And if we don't address that now, we're going to continue to have a permanent underclass. of students who become underprivileged, underserved adults. This new opportunity, this Rally for College initiative, is going to allow us to serve those students.
I'm excited for this new change, and I think it's going to benefit all of our students because we have a wider range of students that we're able to work with. I can see how more resources will be available to all students.
I think it starts with us and just our presence in the schools and students just naturally gravitating to us because they can really relate to us on how we look, on what we eat, the cultural similarities. So I feel like that's a big part.
We have such a strong network of people to pull from too. I know that CSF has a platform that is going to be with them through the rest of their educational journey, and we can continue to support that growth and development.
That's cool. And going back to what you all were saying, representation really matters. And so I think kind of James calls it the secret sauce of CSF, is the relationships that our students have with their advisors. They see themselves in us. They trust that when they ask for help that we're going to be there to help guide them through their college and career journey.
If there was ever a time to provide these resources to our students, it is now, because this pandemic has created lots of challenges for our students that they are going to be working through
for the next several years. So in order for them to stay on their path and recover the learning that has been lost, academically, socially, emotionally, they need these resources in order for them to be successful.
Funny story, I actually didn't want to go to college. I'm first generation, but turns out being at Wazoo was probably one of the best experiences that I've ever had, and it opened so many doors for me. From the network that I built and the friendships that I built. Not only am I still connected to those to this day, but they've put me in so many rooms and spaces that I never thought would ever be possible for me, or things that I dreamt of that I was like, well, how would I make this happen? And they happened because I was on that campus. And realizing that, I'm like, I have to give this back to students who probably are in a similar place as I once was.
For me, earning that college degree was a big deal for my family. I'm the youngest of 5 siblings, and I'm the first of my siblings to be born in the United States. My family came here as refugees during the Vietnam War. So I am my parents' living American dream, so it meant a lot for our whole family.
The reason I wanted to become a social worker was because I wanted to help kind of even the playing field. I really wanted to work with youth and families who were most vulnerable and support them in navigating systems that often weren't designed or set up for them to be successful. So it was important for me to pursue a career in the area of social work so that I could improve those systems. And I think that working in schools has really shown me that education can be a great equalizer. It really can. So if you are armed with an education, with a degree, you can really change the world. You can have influence, you can be powerful, and you can inspire others.
Such powerful words from Lakeisha that ring true for CSF's approach. In this time of enormous disparity, especially through the pandemic, it's even more essential that we dig deep to support these students and empower them with the opportunity to earn a college education. How exciting.
That is fantastic. I mean, Lakeisha kind of hit on a theme of breaking that cycle of poverty and hopelessness, giving them hope. And it sounds like CSF is hard at work, because they are hard at work, developing an incredible new Rally for College initiative to rise to the challenge. I look forward to hearing more about that in a bit. Now, on that note, we're thrilled to showcase just how far-reaching your support of our students goes with the story of CSF scholar Madeline. Madeline has been supported by CSF since she was a junior in high school. She mentions that she had big ambitions but was discouraged when she encountered a roadblock. It made her question whether she could attend college, what kind of future she'd have. So let's hear now from CSF and how it was so instrumental in helping Madeline overcome challenges.
1, 2, just kidding. Action. My name is Madeline. I am a sophomore at UW Bothell, and I am a CSF scholar. I came to the U.S. when I was 5. If I'm honest, I don't really have many memories of Honduras. For me, although that is where I was born, the U.S. still feels like my home. It's everything I've known. My little sister she's 3 years old. Her name is Melody. We're 16 years apart. And I remember when I held her in my arms for the first time, and I felt that I wanted to give her the best. My mom, she worked all the time when my brother and I were little, so we never really had an opportunity to be so involved in school. I started paying more attention to my mom, and I started realizing that she was half the time stressed, really tired. So my goal was really just to help my mom, and that's when I started going to the College Career Center at my high school. And they always mentioned, oh yeah, this is the paperwork you have to fill out. And I always saw Social Security number or SSN. So I go home that day and then I asked my mom, can you give me my Social Security number? And then my mom looked at me and she was like, you don't have one. It doesn't mean that you're an alien or you're criminal or anything. It just means you came here at a young age because things were getting very violent in our neighborhood back in Honduras. From a very young age, I knew that I was not born here because I remember just bits of the journey that we made, but I didn't realize what it meant. It also meant that I was going to have to overcome a lot of obstacles and figure out a way to navigate the system. It made me feel, in the moment, a little disencouraged because I realized, okay, does that mean college isn't possible for me? And so I just wanted to give up right there and then. I went to Tai High School. I officially became a part of CSF my junior year in high school. We went on a college tour, and that's when I realized that I really liked CSF and what they were doing. I never imagined having that experience, spending a night on a college campus. I wanted a future for myself. I wanted to see myself succeeding in life. CSF also allowed me to realize that even if, regardless of my documentation, college was still possible if I really, really wanted it. DJ is my college advisor who definitely pushed me to be the best version of myself, and not for others, but for my own self. I had a talk with DJ and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be transparent. I'm undocumented. And he laughed and he said, Madeline, you're not the first and you won't be the last, but we're gonna push through this and you're gonna see that regardless of your status, you can be successful if you want to be. He started helping me with my college applications. He started reaching out to a lot of people. He has a lot of connections. I can say that for sure. DJ was really present for us, and it also made us feel like we mattered on campus. He gave us confidence. Shortly after the pandemic started, it caused my family to come together because financially it was the best option for everybody. There was a time where I couldn't even study in my own house because there was a lot of noises. We were about 9 people in my house, and so there was times where I needed to go out and there was nowhere to go. So Rosalind is my CSF coach, and she has been a backbone to my whole journey since my freshman year. As a first generation, I didn't know who to run to half the time. She was always so consistent. She was so present and she was always responding quickly. And that made me feel like, okay, I have somebody with me on this journey, like I'm not alone. She also was very kind to my family, and I could tell that my family felt involved as well. I obviously was transparent with her again. I told her I'm undocumented, and she was like, have you applied for DACA? And she even said, if you need financial help, CSF has funds that will totally help you in that. It felt like a relief, and she even said that she could help my brother. This is my second year at UW Bothell. This is actually my first time on campus in person and breathing in the air, the fresh student air. Oh no! Oh, it's so nice to see you again. How are you? Okay, it's so good to see you. Well, I want to thank you. And thank you for also in a way, not just for giving me hope, but for giving my family hope from, and that any dream can come true as long as you work hard for it and that you believe.
Well, thank you for allowing me to be on this journey with you, because I'm inspired by you, and yeah, I'm constantly in awe of how you tackle everything and just, are flexible and willing to learn and adapt, and it's very inspiring, and I know you're going to do great things. So I'm happy to be along for the ride. This work matters because of students like Madeline. I see myself a lot in a lot of the students that I serve, and I navigated stuff all by myself, and it was really hard. And I made a lot of bad choices and mistakes, which I learned a lot from, but I would have really loved to have an adult that I could go to that was impartial, right? That was there to just kind of be a guide through this system that is ever changing. And this work matters to me because I get to see students grow and learn every day, and I get to be a partner with them in that and follow them in their journey, and it's very, very rewarding. It's the best work I've ever done. So it was already difficult for a first-gen student to go to college. Add a pandemic on top of that and the collective trauma to all the students navigating through, it just has increased the disparities between access and just knowledge.
I am a STEM major. I am majoring in science, technology, and society, and I hope to be an international aid worker and work with children in third world countries. As much as I've been given opportunities, I hope to give them to somebody else one day. But luckily, because of Rosalind, my coach, I'm able to apply for DACA, and that will allow me to be able to travel with permission and legally. I think that if I wasn't in CSF, I wouldn't have had the hope that I have today. CSF is also one of the reasons why my family can see me triunfar, which means succeed. If it wasn't for CSF, I probably would have settled for less. That's all I can say. I really would have given up on myself way sooner than expected, and I would have given up on the dreams that my family has. And I feel like CSF is one of the greatest programs out there. What they do for students, it goes beyond what anybody expects, and I just feel really grateful.
Wow, seeing Madeline with her CSF college advisor, Rosalind, amazing, heartwarming, so much hope there. And you can see the connection that the CSF advisors form with their students. They go to great lengths to support students in the best of times, but during the pandemic, they've taken that support to an entirely new level. Madeline has demonstrated such courage and determination. She's overcome so much and can tackle whatever challenges lie ahead, and we wish her the best.
Thank you all for being here this evening, and this is when we ask you to become a part of this journey even more. Your presence here is validation of your commitment to assisting students to college. You've heard great stories. I love the Madeline story. And you've heard about students realizing their dreams, even though the path was difficult. My guess is that you know a story about a person who came along because they had an intentional lift up, whether it was you that gave it to them or somebody else. We have students in jobs and on college campuses and in school and in middle school getting ready to go to college, all because of folks like you giving and donating to the College Success Foundation. Your donation, I guarantee you, will change a life. College Success Foundation is building a pipeline to successful, educated, contributing community members. I have a story. I am a first-generation college graduate, and the two things I remember about that journey to college, I knew I wanted to go. I wanted to be a teacher, and I was dedicated and committed. What I didn't know was anything about the process, and I remember two things that were painful. One was going into the counselor's office and saying, hey, could I get one of those college applications? And she said, which college? And I just kind of had that look on my face. Oh, there's more than one. You've got to get a different one. And she kind of looked at me like, honey, your chances aren't that good. And then the second one was when I got my award letter. I finished out how to get an application. I got accepted, and I was waiting for my award letter, and I got it, and I opened it up, and I had zero. I had no money, no grants, no loans, no work study. And I just couldn't believe it. And to this day, I wish I could do a public records request, because I'm sure that my mother must have filled out the FAFSA form incorrectly, and that's what caused that anomaly. She was a single working mother in a low-paying job that gave everything she did just to keep us fed. So I knew that we should have had that money. But I didn't have CSF. I didn't have anybody advising me. We didn't, as a family, have somebody who could help us. And that made the difference. As it was, my mom did force me to send in an application for a really incredible state scholarship that only awarded 10. And because she kept pushing, because I kept saying, I'm not going to get it, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. And I turned it in. And that was it was the scholarship that ended up funding my education. So we know that College Success Foundation does incredible and valuable work. And we've seen it during the pandemic. You know, we had an enrollment card that said, hey, here's our students and here's where their address is. And it was the College Success Foundation folks that knew, she doesn't live there. She lives with her granny or her friend or her auntie. And they removed the barriers. They helped kids get internet. They helped them come and get their computer pickup. They made the home visits, and they did the tutoring. College Success Foundation will put your dollar to work in a way that directly provides access to college students. You may not know it, but you are also building a legacy. I get emotional about that. It's not just that person. You heard Madeline talk about how it affected her sister, and you saw that family all proud. This builds a future for brothers, sisters, cousins, moms and dads, and they can all make a transition, and then it helps our community. So please contribute to this incredible endeavor. We appreciate any size gift, but I hope that you will think about giving more than you even plan to give. You have the ability to keep this dream alive. Thank you so much.
Well, Carla, you are a very effective speaker, because even as you were speaking, we were getting responses from people who are watching us right now.
That's good.
They're calling in their pledges, calling in their donations. I hope you out there are inspired tonight to help support students like Madeline and all the others. We just saw firsthand your partnership, and these programs do change lives and give hope.
Amen.
And thanks to the generous donors listed on the screen, your donations up to $60,000 will be matched. This is a chance to turn your $250 gift into a $500 gift, a $1,000 gift into $2,000. Not a bad return on investment. So keep in mind, we are live in studio this evening, so Carla and I will be doing our best to announce all gifts as they come in online and over the text platform. We're going to start at the $10,000 and $5,000 levels, but you know what? You can send in any level of donation, and it will be appreciated, and it'll all add up to support students. And it looks like we already have a gift at $10,000 from CSF co-founder Ann Ramsey Jenkins. Thank you, Ann, for your continued support for educational equity.
And I see another contribution from John and Lisa Welch. Thank you to the Welches for $2,000 and an anonymous gift of $1,500. Thank you so much.
We have another gift from an anonymous donor for $10,000. Thank you for that. And at $5,000, we also have a generous donation from Larry and Sherry Benaroya. Thanks to the Benaroyas. I also want you to keep in mind that you don't have to give your donation all at once. You want to spread it out. You can join CSF's monthly giving club, the Circle of Support. This way you pay your gift monthly instead of all at once. So a gift of $5,000 can be split up into monthly payments of just about $400, slightly more, and that can be set up to automatically charge to your account every month. So it's pretty easy to offer ongoing support to CSF, an organization who does so much.
Thank you, Kathleen McLean, for $500. Thank you, Greg and Jolene Lancaster, for $200. And thank you, Carla Easton, for $100.
So let's see if we can get the giving thermometer on the screen going in the positive direction so we can see where we are. Remember, every dollar raised goes to support students throughout Washington State. Carla, can you tell us where we are so far?
We are at $205,000. That is great. We appreciate that so much.
Again, other bids are coming in all the time, so just jump in there. And again, you can spread them out over time. I encourage you to give it a level that feels right for you. So whether it's $50, $500, $5,000, it all adds up. And again, I wanted to announce some gifts we have coming in at the $2,500 level. The Honorable Bobby Bridge and John Bridge, Michael Adler and Michelle Goldberg. Gifts at the $2,500 level come out to about $200 a month if you want to spread it out throughout the year. If you want to donate $1,000, you can see on the screen that one of the donation amounts is $1,200, as that is what it costs to provide a student with our full programming in high school for a year. So for just $100 a month, you can support a youth in your community as they prepare for their college journey.
Thank you, Carla Jackson, for $150. Thank you, Kenneth Lands, for $150. Thank you, Lakeisha Nat, for $100. And thank you to Peter L. for $250. Thank you so much. People are digging deep. Thank you.
They are. Also, shout out to Ruth Kagi, a great supporter of education. She's come in at the $250 level. The $1,200 level. And CSF's very own James Dorsey, who we will hear from in a few moments. Thank you, James. A gift of $50 a month or $600 total will prepare students with career readiness and exploration opportunities. And a gift of $250, or about $20 a month, will assist students with financial aid forms and college and scholarship applications. You know, the stuff that would have helped Carla when she was in that situation. As you have seen, your donation can make a huge impact.
Thank you, Betty F., for $250, and thank you, Tom L., for $500.
Everyone is so generous today.
That is amazing.
So again, pick the gift amount that makes sense for you, or you can choose one of the other options. Any amount helps. I also want to take a moment to recognize those of you who set up personal fundraising pages and reached out to your networks to support CSF students. You guys are very effective. Through your outreach, you raised thousands more dollars to help students in our state with their educational journeys. So thanks for doing that. And thank you to the staff, board members, supporters, volunteers who went way above and beyond for this important task. We have one final fireside video for you tonight. But before we do that, we have some more to announce.
Thank you, Anna, for $25. Yay. And Miles for $250. Again, every amount counts, right?
That's right. So we have one final fireside video for you tonight. Mark Dice Ryan sat down with College Success Foundation President and CEO James Dorsey to discuss COVID's disruption to the educational system and the severe impact on direct college enrollment. These are actual students who go to college. I believe James has some exciting news to share on that front about CSF's bold response to the pandemic with their Rally for College initiative. So listen up.
James, it's so good to see you. Haven't seen you in quite some time. What's on your mind?
What's been on my mind are our scholars and our staff. You know, this pandemic has been something like we've never seen before, and the impact has been tremendous on those students. But Mark, I remain optimistic and hopeful for the future.
When we start thinking about data and the education system, are there any particular metrics that bother you at all?
So the most telling metric is the direct college going rate. That really speaks to the percentage of students who are directly enrolling in college immediately after they graduate from high school. So Washington State decline in enrollment is almost twice the national average. So there is a 13% decline in high school graduates in the class of 2020 trying to enroll in college. It's even steeper For underrepresented populations in low-income communities, that decline is even steeper.
Wow, 13%. So you said early on you were optimistic. That number to me is extremely discouraging. So I know the College Success Foundation can do this. What are we going to do about it?
I am so proud and excited to announce our partnership with the state of Washington and the Office of Superintendent of Public Instruction in trying to do our part to mitigate this huge challenge. And we're here to announce today our Rally for College initiative, partnering with our high schools to promote the direct college going rate of the whole school. So this in turn will be taking our CSF model and leveraging that model to reach and serve even more students.
And my understanding is that CSF currently serves 10,000
right,
students.
So we'll be going beyond that 10,000 students that we're currently serving to serve up to 40,000 students.
Wow.
Which is awesome. A tremendous expansion of supports and services that we'll be providing. So we'll be expanding our programs to provide college and career services to even more students and more parent engagement. We'll be focusing more intensely on the high school to college transition. And we'll also tailor supports to meet the needs of underserved students who need the support the most. We'll be launching the initiative throughout the state of Washington within the high schools that we currently serve right now, which includes 28 high schools within 11 districts. This is a national model that we're looking at here, and I'm very proud about that.
And it's a very exciting time for College Success Foundation. Most importantly, it should be a very exciting time for the students that you serve.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think this is a transformational time. I think in our society, we're all going through this journey together, and our students should have just an equitable chance to access college and get through college and have a promising career and life just like everyone else.
Well, James, I want to thank you. I appreciate all of the work that you, the board, the staff, all of the partners of College Success Foundation, all the work that's been done over the years and especially over the past 20 months, and thank you for inviting me to participate.
I also want to express appreciation to the audience that's here today and your commitment and your dedication and support to the work that we do on behalf of our students is really important. So thank you. Thank you all very much.
Rally for College is a game changer. I am so impressed with CSF's bold, monumental plan to stem the drop-in direct college enrollment. Quadrupling the number of students they serve is a phenomenal step forward. This is just the type of bold plan that's needed to address such a staggering challenge. This pandemic is the biggest disruption to education since World War II, and we are seeing negative trends in every aspect of education, including student attendance, student engagement, and their performance. James said that direct-to-college enrollment is down 13% in Washington this year and 7% nationally. The size of this crisis compels us to action, and CSF is addressing learning loss at the scale of the problem. Through Rally for College, we'll increase the number of students we serve from approximately 10,000 to nearly 40,000 students. This is strategically focused on high-need high schools across the state, those with large student populations, high percentage of students that are on free and reduced price lunch, and low college enrollment rates. It includes stronger transition supports for key transitions through high school into college. And we also are increasing and creating more program content for parent engagement, career awareness, and student outreach. That will make a difference. This is in addition to existing programming for students around high school completion, college access and readiness, and financial aid. All of those things that are making that college attendance increase. This program launches in January 2022.
It's a tremendous vision for a tremendous need.
Absolutely.
4 times the number of students will be helped through this program. Amazing. Thanks, Carla. It's exciting to know that the money raised tonight will impact even more students moving forward, 10,000 to 40,000. I'd also like to take a moment to thank CSF's various boards across the state because You have been making a difference too, including the National Board of Directors, Tacoma and Spokane Board of Directors, the National Emeritus Council, and our 3 alumni boards. These individuals dedicate a significant amount of time and expertise to our organization behind the scenes, and we owe them a great deal of gratitude. So, now is the time to select the winner for the $100 gift card to the Ram Restaurant and Brewery. Now, this is how we're going to do this. Carla is going to ask you a question, and the first person to enter the correct answer in the chat box is our winner.
Okay, here we go, drum roll. Across Washington State, 72% of students from low-income families graduate high school. What percentage of College Success Foundation students graduate high school? Now, you'll see the question in the chat, and you'll have some time to get that in the chat box. So we're going to wait as you get that finished, and then we'll announce the winner as soon as we have it. In the meantime, we've got some more donations. Oh, you need to tell
go
me
ahead. Go ahead.
Virginia is 25.
Virginia Anderson.
Virginia Anderson. I'm glad I need my glasses. Virginia Anderson at $2,500. Thank you, Virginia. Catherine D at $250. Deborah and Fred Wilds at $1,000. And Diane and John Dimmer at $2,500. Sorry, let me say that again. Diane and John Dimmer, $2,500. Thank you.
Everyone is so generous tonight. Keep it up. You're doing
really
a great job. Okay, again, that question is, what is the percentage of CSF students who graduate from high school? Do we have a correct answer?
I don't think we have the answer yet. We're waiting for that chat box answer.
Yep, let's see.
Has this been fascinating or not? It is great to watch the money roll in support of College Success Foundation. I'm so excited about that. And I'm probably not supposed to tell, but I think I won one of the raffle items.
The auction items, yay!
The Hood Canal is mine. So.
Well, thank you all for bidding on those auction items.
Those auction items really help. There's so many ways to contribute to College Success Foundation. We have Jens Larson with $100 and Marlene. Is that Monda?
Matola. Marlene Motella.
Motella for $35. You better read the next one because my eyes are giving out. That's for sure. Thank you again for continuing those donations. And I always like to say, you come with an amount. I always come with an amount that says, this is what I'm going to do. And then when I hear the stories, I think, I can really make a difference and give just a little bit more. Okay. So I hope that's what our folks do too.
So the high school graduation rate overall is 70, what percent did you say? 78%?
For the state of Washington.
For the state of Washington, okay. High school graduation rate 74%
79,
or so.
Did they say something like that?
Okay, but what is the percentage for CSF students graduating from high school? Enter your answer in the chat. First person to get the correct answer.
We have a winner. And the answer is 98%. Let's give a drum roll and a clap and applause for that.
Yay, students.
And the person who put it in the chat first was Sherry. So congratulations to Sherry. That is great.
So Carla, it's been an amazing evening.
Thank you.
Special thanks to the many auction donors, alumni, and program staff for helping put this event together. And thanks to all of you at home. I wish we could be with everyone in person, but cheers to your commitment to equity, education, and our scholars. Shall we?
Woo, toast time.
Toast.
Get that cocoa out.
To College Success Foundation.
Thank you.
Any final words, Carla?
Oh, I do have final words. 49 years in education when April 1st rolls around this year. And I am just so proud of the work I've done with College Success Foundation. And I will be a supporter of them forever. And so I know this amazing work gets finished because of their dedication. And it's inspiring and awesome. And I am grateful for being a part of this work. And I am also grateful for being able to come and do this with you. It's
Oh.
been great and lovely. And thank you very much. Thanks
Oh.
to the foundation, too, for College Success Foundation.
Oh, thanks, Carla.
Thank
And I'm also inspired by what CSF does. And you know, everyone does think about return on investment. I know all of you out there and all the people in this room who have touched CSF and its programs know that this is a terrific return on investment.
Absolutely.
Once these students have their education, they have it forever. They'll never
Can't take
lose
it away.
Can't take it away. Thanks, Carla.
Thank
And
you.
thanks again to all of you. We leave you now with a special message from some of our students and staff.
Thank you for supporting CSF scholars like me.
Thank you. Thank you for helping support College Success Foundation scholars and making college more accessible.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for helping empower students like me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your support.
Hi everyone, my name is Lakeisha Nat and I am the CSF Regional Director for the Seattle-King County region. I want to say thank you so much for your participation in this event and thank you so much for your generosity. We are so excited to see how your contributions will impact all of our students and the communities that we serve. Thank you.